So hello everyone, this is Asterix Code Karmanya and I'm back again with another video of the solution of the problem A, robot cleaner of Codeforces round 763 diff 2. So this contest has been one of the toughest for me. I'm not able to even solve a great number of problems. Even I'm not able to solve the problem B. See the submissions. There are 9,000 submissions in problem A and only 5,000 in problem B. Yeah. And if you see the standings, see, this is the accept rate. Out of 6,000, only 5,000 are accepted. So these are pretty tough in implementation, I would say. So let's read the statement. A robot cleaner is placed on the floor of a rectangular room surrounded by walls. The floor consists of n rows and m columns. The rows of the floor are numbered from 1 to n from top to bottom, and the columns of the floor are numbered from 1 to m from left to right. Okay, so these are the columns. See, these are the columns from here to here, and from top to bottom these are the rows. These is fine. Then the cell on the intersection of the rth row and the cth column is denoted by r, c. So if you see this diagram, or I can even draw it. So this is our grid. Let's suppose this is our grid and these are the columns from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the columns, and the from top to bottom these are the rows. Okay, yeah, so these are the rows. Let's suppose, okay, now what we have to do is in 1 second the robot moves by dr rows and dc columns. That is, after 1 second the robot moves from cell r comma c to r plus dr and c plus dc. What this means is, let's suppose our robot is here. Okay, our robot is here. After 1 second it will move the dr rows to the next number of rows and dc number of columns ahead. And there is another thing, initially the dr is equal to 1 and dc is equal to 1. So ultimately this problem boils down to here. The robot will reach at this point after 1 second. Okay, this is understandable. This is easy. Robot will reach here. Okay, this is clear. I hope this is clear. Now, yeah. Then if there is a vertical wall in the movement, in the direction of movement, the DC is reflected before the movement. So the new value of DC is minus DC, and there is a horizontal wall. The DR is reflected before the movement, so the new value is DR is minus DR. So this all statement, this is all for the sake of confusion. And if you visualize this representation, see, the robot is here. Now the second step here, here, and now it's getting reflected back, right? Like the screensavers that we used to have in our laptops and Windows or anything. So if you see this robot, I'll draw its path and you can observe it. So it will go here. Oh shit! So I have drawn. Wait. Suppose this robot is present here. Is present here, and what will its path? It will reach here, then here, then here. After that, here. Right? Am I right? So this will be its path. First, it will be from in this direction. Then it will be in this direction. Then in this direction. Then it's this direction. So it's basically getting reflected from the walls. Fine. So it's getting reflected from the walls. Then what is it saying? Yeah. So there is only one dirty cell. What is dirty cell? So this is our target location. This star is our target location, and our robot has to clean this dirt. So suppose our dirt is present here. A dirt is present in this cell. Sorry, in this cell. Suppose the dirt is present in this cell. So it has to clean this dirt. Okay, this is fine. And another thing, what will it do is, the robot cleans every cell lying in the same row and the same column as its position. So if the robot is placed somewhere, then it will clean the rows and columns it is present. So suppose the robot is present here, so it will clean all the rows and all the columns. So suppose this is present here, so it will clean these rows, this column and this row. Okay, all this column and all this row it will clean in one go. Okay, fine, understandable. So what we have to calculate is after how much seconds this robot will clean this dirt. So I'll directly tell you my approach. This is quite simple. So what I have observed is I take two cases for the column. First I have taken the column movement. Okay, for the column movement. Okay, I'm considering this robot is actually moving in the columns. Because why I'm considering it? I'm not considering any of these deflections that the robot will make. I'm just considering its movement along one of the columns. So how many columns do this robot have to move? In how many ways does this robot can move? How can we calculate that? So this robot can actually moves in two ways. First, it will always go in this direction. It will always go in this direction. Yeah, it will always go in this direction, or it can go in the reverse direction and then gets reflected back to this direction. Okay, there are two ways of going in this direction. In this particular case, when we have the dirt present here and the robot present here, what will be the best case in order to reach this dirt? It's pretty intuitive, where we have to we can just move one step and two steps in this direction, and once the robot has reached this place, it will clean all the dirt in this column and all the dirt in this row. So in this case the answer is 2. It's understandable, right? Okay, so in this case the answer is 2. So in this case what I have considered is I have taken the minimum of, okay, now these are the cases. So in the column movement what I have taken is, I have to move along the columns. So what I can do is I can consider two cases: when the dirt is present in the same direction as the movement of the robot, or it is present in the opposite direction. Okay, fine. So what I did is, if the column of the destination is greater than or equal to the column number of the robot, right? If it is greater than or equal to the column number of robot, then the answer will be minimum. Okay, in this case the answer will be what? In this case, when it is greater than or equal to the column number of the robot, then the answer will directly be equal to the column number of destination minus column number of robot, right? Is this so? Right? And what about the other case? In the other case, when this column number is less than the column of robot, so it will be the case when the dirt is present here, and the dirt is present here, and the robot is present here. So what this robot has to do, it has to first go here and then reflect back to this place, है ना? So the answer will be, in this case the answer will be 2 times the number of columns minus the column number of this robot, and this will be equal to 2 times RAM minus CB, column number of robot, plus how many extra steps do I have to move? The column number of robot minus column numbers of dirt. So it will be plus CB minus CD, right? It will be CB minus CD. Okay, understand? Because in this case we cannot directly reach the dirt, and we have to get one reflection from the vertical wall, which in this case is this wall. We will reflect from this wall and reach this dirt. Okay, so this was the case with the column. Similar is the case with the row. You can see it, you can easily observe it. Either I can move directly in this direction and reach the dirt. Suppose the dirt is present here, so I have to take only 2 steps here. Okay, and if the dirt is present in the row which is above this dirt, If the dirt is present here, then I have to go down and then I have to go up to reach this. Or you can say, if this dirt is present here, in this case it's directly 0 because the column is directly equal to this dirt. So I will first go down and then get reflected back to reach this row, and I will clean this row then. So similarly is the case with this row. You can see the code and you can easily understand. Okay, I hope this will work. Yeah, I'm sure it will work, but still if it gets hacked or something, I'll post a video. So this is simple. If the RD is greater than RB, so if the row number of the destination or the dust is greater than equal to the row number of the bot, so the answer will be minimum of this answer, and which is initially infinite. So the answer will be minimum of this answer and RD minus RB. In the second case, it will be 2 times then minus RB plus RB minus RD. So it is easily understandable. Similar with the case with the column, and all these 4 cases I have printed the minimum out of these 4. So this is the answer. I hope you understand, and I will bring the codes of problem B, this problem B and problem C perhaps, but these are quite tough today, so I may have to see the codes of some of my friends and then I'll post the video. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye.